Elliot, where's the headphones? Yep. Here, cut. Take that out of Dad's ear. All right, so we are live. Donald Trump has been shot at. There's an image circulating of him having blood all over his face. Baby, let me do this for a minute. So Secret Service has rushed Donald Trump off stage after popping noises heard at his Pennsylvania rally. He was rushed off stage. The image that's circulating with him throwing his fist in the air and like shouting makes me think that this is all fucking staged. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. Who would do that? Who would get shot at and then be like, yeah! Nobody, nobody, not even Donald Trump, not even the guy who will not back down. No, they're trained, the Secret Service, president stuff, to like, they have a drill that they have to do. So this is fishy to me. This is very fishy to me, in my opinion. Former president was rushed off stage just minutes into his rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday after loud noises that sounded like gunshots were heard. Trump is safe and is expected to survive, according to two senior law enforcement officials. He did have blood on the side of his head and his ear. Trump was speaking when he reached for the side of his face as a popping sound rang out over the rally. He then crouched down as Secret Service agents rushed off stage and surrounded him. He was quickly escorted into a vehicle, walking off of the stage with agents on all sides. So, whoa. They're really trying to get us all fired up. So we got to remember, guys, that we cannot take this bait. We cannot take and this goes to the conservatives, not we necessarily, but the conservative side. You can't take this bait and allow them to manipulate you into becoming violent like Antifa. That's what they want. They want another January 6th that they can actually have evidence against the people instead of like a show. Do you want to play with me? Maybe not right now.
Where do you want to go?
Maybe not right now.
Where do you want to go? Here?
Hey, the tablet can't do this. It can't do this. All this stuff, buddy. You're gonna blow the tablet up. Okay, it's too hot. You can talk to Daddy, or you can do something on the tablet.
Well,
once you're done with when you're done talking to Daddy, you can put a video on, but you gotta put it on passive mode. You can't actively use the tablet. It's too hot. But anyways, hey. Right, kicking rocks. It's just really weird. No, Sutton. No. This is not right. Something ain't right about it. There's just something that doesn't sit right about me. This was with me, and I've got a really good gut for this kind of stuff. Something doesn't sit right with me. I'm instantly suspicious. Can you do me a favor and step outside? That'd be super great if you could do that. Yeah, they really want fuel for that fire. And the thing is that they've really been trying, to do the whole, the January 6th. They want us to think things. And we've seen what their the same tactics that they did with us with like 9/11, allegedly, in my opinion, and with January 7th thing or whatever. I also, in my personal opinion, believe that's the same tactics that Israel did on their own people on October 7th. I guarantee you, news will come out eventually because they can't keep their mouth shut. They have to tell on themselves. They got to brag about it somehow, some way. So Israel will tell on themselves at some point. It might be a year, it might be 10 years. I don't know, but they will tell on themselves. And when they do, it's going to come find out that they did that to themselves to make it look like Palestine attacked them. Guarantee it.
Guess what? It's 4:01.
At least in my opinion, allegedly.
Can I go look at like Catman's house? It's 4:01. You said at my dad's daytime.
I understand, baby. It's just too hot.
It's rain from the fan. Okay. Yeah.
But I want you to stay on like something on.
Oh, I'll go back home.
I know. There's I know, but there's only so much I can do if you type in some words.
Yep, I'm gonna search cat mansion. That's what I'm gonna search. Cat mansion.
Yep.
The tiny house on Southern Mountain is actually similar. See? But it's $2,724.
Only $2,700 for the cat house.
What?
Only $2,000 for the cat house. I really feel like this is an act, and this was all to get the people whipped up into a frenzy, so that we essentially civil war. They're trying to start civil war, you guys. You know, they like have you know how, and this is like even if you can even go down to like biblical, okay, even like in the Bible, it says that the devil has to tell you what they're doing, and you have to like agree to it, you know. And so like they show us what they're doing. They tell us. They fucking play that movie Civil War that just came out. Come on.
Excuse me, the one I pressed running to Amazon. It's cute.
It's cute, but get out of there.
It actually would.
That is a chicken coop. It's chicken coop, babe.
It's not chicken coop. It says dog house. Cat house, one-in dog kennel for winter weather-proof.
Okay, so go ahead and get off of Amazon right now. You're gonna lose the privilege. You said that you were. Don't yell at me. Don't shout over me. I'm not mad at you. I'm saying just get off of Amazon. Go back to the Google Images. Click Images and stay in Google Images. This child. I can't believe that Donald Trump was shot. That's crazy. I'm gonna try to see if I can find any more info.
I literally found the absolute perfect. Mom, I found the perfect one.
Oh, that's super cute. Ow.
It gets closer.
That's not gonna
But
go in
look,
the house.
it has
though.
the dome. It has the dome I was talking about.
I know.
Put a hole in the
I
wall
know.
and put the dome.
I hear you. It's really cool.
It would fit
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
house.
get something like that.
But wait. We can fold that up. She can walk in through that little
I'm gonna
door.
have something similar to this, but not the same. It's
Oh.
gonna be for her litter box. This is more like what I'm talking about, like this kind
Well,
of thing.
I'm not looking for like a litter box. I'm looking for something
Oh, I know.
like she can live in.
I know.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That is hilarious.
Don't click stuff. Those are all ads.
I know. I'm just pointing it out. Look at that. Mom, is that cute? Look, Mom. Money could be a pirate.
Oh, that's cute. Those are all cardboard, though.
Yeah, that's a sad thing.
Oh,
This is something.
you need to take this in front of
this
the
is
fan.
something I was thinking we should get for money, but just a miniature version. That's a real cat house.
Go ahead and take this and put it in front of the fan. This
By the
is
way,
more
that's
along
what
the
it
lines of what I'm talking about, and having connections that can go around the room.
Yeah,
Right,
but like
go.
this is more
Like these
realistic. I'm looking
things,
for something
those-
like a mansion.
I get it. Wait, what? Turn the volume down, baby, and put on the headphones. Baby, headset. I gave them to you over here. Oh my god, that wildfire thing scared me. Love. Okay, let's just keep it together, okay? Oh, I have a headache. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. But probably it was, you know, in my opinion, this is most likely something that was staged to entice revolt from us. I was not a Trump fan, and then I was leaning towards Trump because I realized like I had the big awakening to everything that's been going on. And I mean, I had already been awake since like 9/11. I have already been pretty like, you know, it's all a scam and we're just being manipulated, and that 9/11 was a big sham in order to take away freedoms from us. Like I knew all that, but I didn't quite understand how nuanced it all was until like I read Gone with the Wind, honestly. When I read Gone with the Wind, it put a lot of things into perspective and made me realize a lot of the tactics that they used then after the war, after the Civil War, and after the fall of the South. They're using a lot of those same tactics now. And because people weren't alive and don't remember and haven't read books and history enough, they don't know what happened then is happening again. And anyway, so I was not ever a Biden supporter, but I did vote for Obama. And I voted for like Gore, you know, like I was a Democrat supporter more so than a Republican supporter. But over the past, since COVID happened, I took a step back from literally all of it. And I've just been like, both sides are bad, you know, whatever. And I was very anti-Trump until he left office. And I started to realize all of the things that were actually great that he did do while in office. Like I made more money than I've ever made that year, or the couple of years that he was able to actually be president without any interference. I made great money that year. Da, 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 da. But then October 7th happened, and when October 7th happened and Trump started saying like we need to send money to Israel, we need to, and then when people were stopping sending money to Israel because they're committing war crimes, he was like, we need to, how dare you stop funding Israel, like they're our number one ally, we need to send them more money and more guns and this. And I was just like, oh, so we're all just Israel first. Got it. Okay, got it. I see what's going on. Okay. Mm-hmm. And RFK Jr., there's nobody. We're back to the same situation that we were in when it was George Bush versus Al Gore. We've got a fucking douche and a turd sandwich. We have no fucking, the choices are shit no matter what we do, you know? So we're just back at that same situation. Israel is going to own any candidate that is going to actually become president. Israel is in control of our fucking political, everything that happens to us politically is in control of Israel. Their tactics, their win by deception, win war by any means, use deception to win. That whole motto that they have, that is what's happening here. Everything that is mainstreamed, that is toxic for our country, whether it be adult content like porn addictions and drug addictions, these are all things that are being mainstreamed. Trans stuff, multiple genders, the binary thing, non-binary thing, these are all tactics that are being promoted by by Israel, because you got to realize being trans, pedophilia, adult content stuff, all these things, gay stuff, 1,000 different genders, these are all in the Talmud. The Talmud is a sacred text that is thousands of years old, and in that sacred text you're allowed to do all those things. Those are all things that you are allowed to do as a follower of the Zionist party and movement, whatever the fuck it all is. So I don't dare say that it's all Jews or it's just Judaism on the whole, because it isn't. It's the same as saying all Christians, when I know that it's evangelical Christians that are mostly the bad guys, and Catholics or whatever. Yeah, what? He's so funny. Exactly. So Insidious, I've been saying this for a while now. Okay. Um, we need to start giving our attention to content creators because there's so many people out there that are hate baiting who are saying things intentionally just to get comments and likes because they get the most money for engagement. So there are tons of people like Dom Lucer and Matt something, I can't remember his names, these fucking losers on Twitter who are hate baiting so much. And I realized like we cannot give these people our attention even to tell them how stupid they are. We have to just ignore them, that they don't exist. We do, however, still need to be making aware what's going on to the masses. So what we need to do is how to differentiate what content creators are being a solution or trying to actually make, we're trying to like bring awareness and help the planet more so than like make money on hate baiting. Is you can tell the difference, you can differentiate it because the people who are actually trying to help the world will tell you what's going on and will offer solutions in the same breath. So instead of just being like, oh, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, and that's going on, can you believe this? And oh, look at over there, look what's going on over there. Instead of that, like they'll be like, dude, you're never gonna believe what I noticed. Look at this crazy shit. Can you believe that this is happening? What do you think we should do about this? My personal opinion, I think that we should this, and this. You know? That's how you know you can differentiate who is trying to help the world and actually bring awareness versus who is trying to trick you into commenting so they can make money. Dude, this is so nuts. Yeah, he's alive. We think it was his ear. I am convinced that this is all a sham to get us fired up. World War / Civil War official instigation. Damn, I wish I was living by Kim. Hello, hello. Well, so if you think about it, like think about all of the enemies of the United States who are terrorists. The only reason that we believe they're terrorists is because they allegedly did stuff to Israel. And the only reason that they are even terrorists and committing terrorist like acts in Palestine and Egypt and Iran and Iraq and Afghanistan, etc., is because they have been terrorized and they are just fighting back in the way that they have been fought. The original terrorists are the Zionist Party. The first attack to happen in modern history was committed by the Zionist Party in 1942 at the King David Hotel in Palestine when Jerusalem was still a part of Palestine. That was the very first modern day terrorist attack. And every single terrorist attack since then has been tied to Israel. All of our enemies are only our enemies because of Israel. Because you have a peach right there that you have not eaten. I don't eat it. I don't give a shoot. You're not hungry, but you want a snack. Mm-hmm. Eat the peach.
I don't want to eat the peach. Guys have to eat the peach.
No, I can't go on vacation, but thank you. And like, so that's the thing too, is the CIA is owned by these same people. Uh, they are fully in our political office. The AIPAC, AIPAC, the Israel coalition in the United States or whatever that lobbies. Look at how much money they have lobbied in the United States on behalf of Israel. Do you know that Israel is the only foreign country that does not have to register as a foreign entity? Do you know that? Do you know that they're trying to pass legislation right now to make it so that anybody who is a dual citizen with Israel and the United States, if you're serving in the war in Israel, you can get USA benefits. You're fighting a war, you're in someone else's country, for someone else's country, and you get veterans benefits when our veterans don't get them? I don't fucking think so. You want to go to Alaska? I bet if we did it together, we could do it. Obviously, I'd have Josh with me and Elliot and stuff. Elliot will be a teenager and be a bucking strong lad here soon. Try to get Sherry to go to freaking Alaska. Yep, Trump has been shot. 100%. Yes, sir. I'm not faking that. Donald Trump was shot about 15 minutes ago at a rally in Pennsylvania. He was hit in the ear, and he was rushed off stage by the Secret Service. Yeah. Let's see if they show it. I'll show you guys. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Mom.
I got it.
Here's Jose Diaz-Balart. Good evening. We are coming on the air with breaking news. There has been an incident at Donald Trump's Pennsylvania rally. It appears shots have apparently been fired and Donald Trump has been injured. I'm going to pause to let you see the video as it played out. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Fake, it's fake, it's fake. He didn't get hit, dude. No way. Now he's got like a bead or something. So they don't have the guy contained or anything. They don't know where anyone is, and they're just gonna run.
What sounds like shots rang out.
They don't know where the shots come from. All those people.
And as he fell, was immediately surrounded by security behind the podium. And as you can see in these images, he was surely rushed off the stage.
I can't wait to see the people's videos on their cell phone.
NBC's Dasha Burns is at that Trump rally north of Pittsburgh and joins us now. Dasha, what do we know?
Trying to get my text out of it.
Jose, we're still waiting to confirm a lot of the details here. A lot of question marks still up in the air. Here's what I can tell you from my vantage point, because I was standing right here as Trump first came onto the stage. He was just a few minutes into his speech at this rally. I was in front of a camera, and I was walking off of the press risers here down below to the ground level where all of the general attendants are, as we heard what sounded like gunshots ring out. My producer and I ran to take cover, as did several of the people that are in attendance here. Most people ducking down, the press that were behind the risers, press that were at our media tables, ducking down under the tables as we weren't sure what was going on. Our crew who was up on the stage captured some of that video that you showed, the former president getting projected by his Secret Service.
Like he could get his head blown off right there. Like, come on.
Have some blood on his face. It looked like his ear was bloody. A lot of chaos and confusion. No one was sure where the gunshots or sounded like gunshots were coming from. And the former president, as we know, is now.
Yeah, but like the thing is that's why I think that this is all a ploy. This is a I can't. My phone is really hot. I gotta get this.
What about copyright?
It's fine. The copyright's fine because it's I'm talking through the whole thing and it's transformative. Thank you though. Yeah, meaning that I've transformed the content in some way. I'm talking over it and talking through it and all that. And I'm not just showing straight content for a long period of time. If I get pegged for it, I'll just mute the segment. It's fine. Anyways, so it's just for all them gun sounds, it's just odd because like he put his hand to his ear like that. And just, I don't know, it looked to me like he was crushing one of those things, those little blood capsule things. It's just what it struck me immediately. That's just what I felt like when I first saw it. I was like, wow, that was weird looking. I don't have any reason other than my own, just what I saw to think this. Like, this is just my personal, like, it just felt weird. Something just felt weird about it. And then, like, we're being manipulated, and Trump is a part of the manipulation. You guys got to realize that the same people that own Trump own Biden and own RFK Jr. And they own every other politician for the great majority in the United States, like bureaucracy, aside from a few that are absolutely speaking out loud about it. Did you hear that Congressman Massey, who has been openly discussing what Israel is doing and how they own, how Israel owns all the other politicians? Every other one has a Jewish handler, but he doesn't. He refused it. His wife just died the other day. Isn't that interesting? The thing is, though, you have to realize, like, comes a time when you have to realize that they already have all the money and all the power. What more could they possibly want? Your literal ever-living soul. This is more than just a battle over power and money at this point. This is like something more insidious.
Mom.
Alaska, you can disappear in the woods.
Mom.
That's the only reason it would be safer. I was telling Sherry that kind of as a joke.
Mom, now an ice pop. Now an ice pop.
Baby, sweetheart, love of my life.
Jello at these?
We've been down this so many times. It's been all day. Drink water. You need to drink water. If you had an ice pop after you drank that water earlier, that means you need to drink another full cup of water, and then you can ask me about an ice pop. Well, then same thing now. Hello. But no, Alaska weather is intense, and it's fucking, in the summertime, it's way worse mosquitoes. I really want to go somewhere tropical, to be quite frank. But I just want to be able to move around. I don't really care what I do as long as I have my freedom to leave whenever I want. That's all I care about, is being able to go. Dude, I can't believe that. I mean, like, we've been saying this. So I've been saying this for months. Trump is either going to get shot or, like, someone of his family members is going to get killed. I said they're going to try to replace Biden. I thought that they would do it with Newsom. They'd usher Newsom in. I've been saying this for months, that first there was going to be some kind of something. There was going to be a medical emergency. Something was going to happen, and Biden wasn't going to be able to be the president. And at the 11th hour, they were going to just randomly put someone that they thought would be good. And that's just ironic because aren't the Democrats saying that if Trump becomes president, democracy is at stake? But if they just put someone like Kamala or like what's her face, Michael Obama in office, if they did that, wouldn't that be the antithesis
Joe
of
Obama.
democracy? Because like no one has voted for these people. No one. No one likes Kamala Harris. No one wants her. What's up? What? What? I gotta go start the generator, and then I'm gonna see if I can't shave the dog down. Oh, I can't bring it. Okay.
They're not from your plate.
You let me shave you? No. No. I wonder if you'll let me shave you. Oh, of course, that's the one you chewed up. The one that I wanted. Or we chewed up. The one that I wanted. The one that I wanted.
How did you chew it up?
He,
Not even clipped in.
it was the other one. And it is that you chewed up.
I'll plug it in.
I got it, baby. Thank you. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Can I turn it on?
No, stop.
Change my head.
No, baby. No, baby. No sugar. Here. This is not gonna work. Oh wait, stop. No gums. Please stop.
What are you gonna do with me, Mom? Yeah. It's run. Oh shit. Damn. Hey, buddy. Come here. You okay?
Can I keep on the hand?
No, Elliot.
Keep.
Come here.
Who wants to do it?
Oh, right here. What? It's okay. Come here. No, Elliot. Don't let Elliot stop. You're gonna scare him more. God damn it, dude. Elliot. Come on, baby. Sit down. Sit. Okay, he's gonna like jump out the window. I'm not gonna make him do it. I knew he wouldn't let me. I need to have like the proper stuff. Hey, it's fine. He's not gonna let me do it. I need to have the proper stuff to hold him down and like lock him up so that he's safe and we're safe. And that's just the way it is. Elliot, no! You cannot have any sweets. I just wanted to go. You cannot have any sweets.
Hello, can you hear
You
me?
cannot have any sweets.
I want to chew it. That's the reason I
You
want
cannot have
it.
any sweets. Damn it, dude. I wish he wasn't so scared of it. Poor buddy. I have it on slow chat and I have it on subscribers only. So you would think that Trump would never go for something like that, but you would also think that Trump was America first, and Trump is not America first. He is not America first. He is Israel first, and then the United States. So that's not America first. Cut it out, Elliot. Oh, it's so hot. You want to touch your hair, buddy? That would be so much better. You should let me touch your hair. You should let me cut it. Elliot, come here, baby. I want you to read me a story. Come here, baby. I want you to read me a story. Come here.
Why do you want me to come here? To read?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Put your hair up now. Good. Stop running in the house. You're stepping on Dad's machine. Strike after strike after strike. All right, come here.
my movie?
Oh, check it out. What?
What?
It's the entire periodic table of elements.
I want to finish. Can I finish my movie at least first?
No,
Why?
because you
want
aren't
to be mean
you
right now?
begging me for sugar.
Begging you.
You
Sugar.
find gold. Yeah.
The color gold.
Mm-mm. Good job. Can you find oxygen?
Can you give me a hint what color it's on?
Well, let's see. These are the groups of elements. So blue would be hydrogen, alkaline, earth metals, or main metals. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Yellow would be transition or other metals. Purple is non-metals and semi-metals. Or blue would be a noble gas non-metal. Please stop leaning into me, please. I'm not a horse. So it's a non-metal.
It's not here.
It's a non-metal.
What?
Right?
Eight.
Good job. What about,
what?
can you find lithium?
Is it?
It's somewhere
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait,
whole
wait,
table.
wait.
Somewhere on both pages.
Wait, what's the word again?
I'll do magnesium.
What?
Magnesium.
So I need to find that word.
Magnesium.
Found it.
There.
Number 12.
Nice. What is it? Ow. Ow!
What?
Hydrogen is the lightest of all the elements because its atoms have the simplest structure with the fewest subatomic particles. Listen. Elliot. You're hurting me.
How am I hurting you?
Because your bones are pushing against my skin and my bone and pinching the little bit of flesh that is right here between my bone and my skin.
I barely have any flesh.
I have bone.
Flesh
Right.
I have.
What's happening is you are bone here, crushing me here. Yes, pain. Ow.
I didn't mean to kick you. I was trying to itch my foot.
Every single thing you're doing is I'm getting hit and knocked around, and I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna fucking snap.
What are these?
Those are new elements to be discovered.
They don't exist.
They've given space in case they are discovered.
Yeah, but what if they're discovered and we have this book and we never find out? What is going on?
Look, this is
What is going on?
a helium nucleus. Has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Whoa, it shows molecules. It's showing molecules and the ionic bond. Okay. Dude, this is so cool. It talks about solids, liquids, and gases, and there's a picture of a car. Elliot, please stop just sitting over there and banging on my table, dude. I'm really getting on my last nerve. I'm very, very close to having to spank your butt, and like, it's just ridiculous. Hey, here's the Titanic. It talks about how crystals are formed.
Oh, we're going to be spending a lot of time in this book. I'm glad I found this again. All right, so you can choose to read one chapter in the dinosaur book, the science book, or you can come here and we can read one of these stories together. What's it gonna be? I've got the book full of Disney stories too here. The Treasury of Children's Classics. So you can do Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio, Robin Hood, Ichabod Crane, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Bambi, Winnie the Pooh, The Jungle Book, Dumbo, Dalmatians, Lady and the Tramp, Aristocats, Fox and the Hound, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas.
I will do that one after this.
101 Dalmatians? Okay.
So good. 200. Wait, you passed it.
Isn't it 224?
No, wait. I'll hold this back. That's Lady in the Tramp. Oh, this is it. Wait, we're gonna pass that. Okay.
101 Dalmatians.
I'm gonna eat some crackers while we read this. Can you read it over there so that I can eat some crackers and not get on the bed?
You can sit right there. I'll read it right here.
I'll just sit on the bed.
All right, let's sit with your table.
Alright.
Hold on. Please stop jumping on the fucking table. Please, it's under here, over here. Come on, let's go.
Where is it?
Under your dad's laptop. You can use this book instead.
Okay. Okay, now continue to read. Wait, why is it showing this and that when they like first ever met?
This is when they come in to the story. I don't know.
Don't lose the dang pager, else I'll get crazy.
Pongo was a handsome white Dalmatian with black spots. He owned Roger Radcliffe, a nice young bachelor musician who was gentle, obedient, and usually intelligent. In fact, Pongo thought at times he was almost canine.
He has a canine.
Roger is?
Oh, like that.
Pongo said he owns Roger. Roger understood the barks for out, please, in, please, where's my dinner, and let's go for a walk. Pretty good for a human. They lived in a nice little house near Regent's Park in London, but it had become very lonely for both of them. To Pongo, it was plain to see that his bachelor pet needed someone. He was too wrapped up in his work, writing songs all day and half into the night. Songs about romance, and of all things, a subject he knew nothing about. So Pongo took matters into his own hands, or paws, and arranged a meeting in the park one spring day with Anita, a pretty lady who was owned by Perdita, a good-looking female Dalmatian. Perdita.
Her name is
Purdy. They call her Purdy. Yeah. Perdita. A good-looking female Dalmatian. There's nothing like a walk in the park in early spring at dusk when the lights are just blinking all over London to promote romance. In a few short weeks, there was a double wedding for Pongo, Perdita, Roger, and Anita. And the dogs settled down to a life of pleasant domesticity with their happy pets. No. Don't tease him.
I'm laughing at his face.
You ready? Shh. The months passed peacefully, and in autumn, Pongo and Perdita became proud parents of their first litter of puppies. 15 beautiful little Dalmatians. When Roger saw the new puppies in the kitchen where Nanny Cook was getting them settled, he was flabbergasted. 15 puppies, he exclaimed. Why, Pongo boy, that's marvelous, you old rascal.
Yeah, I have to.
I'm going to do that for myself, not you, okay? Pongo held his head high, and there was a new light in his intelligent, dark eyes. Just then, the doorbell rang, and Nanny Cook opened it for Cruella DeVille, Anita's old schoolmate. No one liked her. She was mean and selfish, but Anita wanted to be polite to her. Cruella blew smoke in Anita's face and demanded, "Where are they? Where are they?" "Who, Cruella?" Anita asked. "The puppies! The puppies!" Cruella said in a loud, rude voice. Anita picked up one of the tiny puppies. "I'll take them all, dear," said Cruella. "Just name your price." Cruella had a passion for fur coats, and she had her heart set on owning a white one with black spots. "I worship furs. I live in furs. Why, sleep in ermine sheets. That's why I must have these Dalmatian puppies." But Roger, who had just come into the room, said firmly, "We are not selling these puppies, and that is final." Pongo stood by, nodding his head. "Not even one," Roger added. "No, no, and no again." "You'll be sorry," Cruella shouted. "I'll get even with all of you. Fools! Idiots!
Scoundrels!
And she slammed the door behind her with a crash that broke the glass.
What? Why is it immediately?
It's a book, so it's skipping they're for timing, because it's going to be only a few pages. They have to cut out a lot of the extra stuff, so they just get to the point.
What's mean?
Anita embraced Roger. "Oh, darling, you are magnificent," she said. Roger puffed on his pipe. "That's a strange name, DeVille. If you put both parts together, it spells devil. Maybe that's why she's so mean." Pongo ran into the pantry to tell Perdita the good news.
Under the pantry.
My old pet Roger, he told her off, Purdy. She's gone for good. One evening, about 6 weeks later...
No, wait. Let me tell you.
Tell me.
After he went under, he was like, "She's here for our puppies." And then he was
"Oh, Pongo.
"She's here for our puppies, isn't she?" And she was like, "Yeah, but my old pet Roger scared him off. But good. I'm gonna throw a piece of this cracker out the window."
Come on, let's keep it
Can I
together.
throw a tiny chunk out for them?
No, please. One evening, 6 weeks later, Pongo and
I threw a
Perdita
tiny
took
piece out.
Roger and Anita for their customary evening walk in the park. The puppies were at home watching television before bedtime when the back doorbell rang, most unexpectedly. When Nanny Cook answered it, there stood a tall, skinny man with a poker and a fat, short man with a club.
No, it wasn't like that. They didn't have a
I'm
club.
reading.
They
I'm literally reading
one
the
had a
words.
suitcase. And the other one didn't.
It's going to be whatever it's going to be in the book. It's not going to be exact. "We're from the gas company," said the short one, and his tall partner pushed past him into the kitchen. While Nanny Cook protested, "Stop, stop!" the two thugs locked her up in the cellar, scooped all the 15 puppies up, stuffed them into a large burlap bag, and then they carried the bag into the van waiting outside, and off they sped. Half an hour later, Pongo and Perdita brought Roger and Anita back and heard Nanny Cook banging on the cellar door. After they freed her, they all searched the house to see what silver or valuables had been stolen. Everything was in its place. Everything was in its proper place. All except one thing. The puppies. Of all of the 15 spotted Dalmatians, there wasn't a trace. Those scoundrels! They stole the puppies, wailed Nanny Cook. Roger was very good. He was on the phone with the police, to Scotland Yard, to the newspapers, to place ads and offer a reward for their return, with no questions asked. The next day, Cruella de Vil telephoned. "Oh, Anita," she crooned, "what a dreadful thing. I just saw the papers. Have the police been any help?" But before Anita could answer politely, Roger grabbed the phone and said, "Where are they, Cruella?" "Idiot," Cruella screamed back. But Pongo, standing near the phone, nodded his head in agreement with Roger. He, too, thought Cruella was the number one suspect, although there was no proof so far. I'm struggling to read out loud. My voice is like cracking and like stuff. It's weird. And I'm not able to do voices like I usually do. Let's see. That evening, while Perdita slept next to him, exhausted by grief, hold it and drink it. Just drink it. No.
Yes.
You're not sitting anything next to your dad's computer. It's my responsibility. It's going to be on extra rules. That evening, while Perdita slept next to him, exhausted by grief, Pongo chewed on the wicker of his basket as Roger might thoughtfully smoke his pipe. In spite of his playful, charming ways, Pongo happened to possess one of the keenest brains in all of dogdom, and he used it now. He devised a plan. The next day, the police and Scotland Yard had nothing to report. Pongo took Perdita into his confidence. "Purdy," he said, "I'm afraid it's all up to us dogs. We must use the twilight bark. That is the dog's way of keeping in touch with other canines, however distant, passing important news or just plain gossip." It was a few weeks before Christmas and twilight came early. Pongo and Perdita made their wish clear to take Anita and Roger for a walk just before dusk. With the Radcliffes firmly attached to their leashes, the two Dalmatians eagerly led the way to Regent's Park. At the top of a little hill, Pongo and Perdita stood side by side. They barked to the south, to the north, to the east, and to the west. And from the distance, answering barks could be heard. "Purdy, we're in luck. It's the Great Dane at Hampstead. He has a network of friends through the country," Pongo reported after an especially clear bark came through. The all-dog alert was on its way, with news of the stolen puppies being relayed across all of England. Every dog who heard it would turn detective, and their answers could be expected the following evening. From the Great Dane to a terrier to a Scottie to an Afghan puppy to a barge dog of no discernible bloodline, but much intelligence.
What the heck does that mean?
Well, no discernible means like you can't really tell. You don't really see anything that would make a difference. To discern something is to like, oh, okay, I see that. So a barge dog of no discernible bloodline. So you couldn't tell like what bloodline he had. So you just couldn't tell his breed. But he had much intelligence. to a goose on the river, to a horse in a barn in Suffolk, to a barnyard
goose?
cat, to
To
a
a
horse,
bar-
to a horse, to a cat.
Bars.
Look at this.
Really?
Yeah, gosh.
I'll go put the poster.
I can't believe that they fake shot Trump today. Watch that video and just in your mind, think of an actor who is using one of those, they're called squibs, I think, but not really. The squibs explode, but the ones that I'm talking about specifically are like you can crush them with your teeth or with your hand or whatever. Just look at what his hand does. Look at how his hand is when it comes up to his ear. And like look at what just think about that and slow it down and watch that footage and see what just tell me what you think. But I think he was using one of those fake blood pouches. I'm convinced. I wish my dog would let me shave him. You ready? To a barnyard cat named Tibbs, to a shaggy old dog with the habit of command called Colonel. The chain of dogs relayed the message. 15 puppies, spotted dog napped from London. 15 spotted puppies, dog napped from London. Colonel, sir.
15 dog naps spotted.
Colonel, sir, said Tibbs the cat. 2 nights passed when I was prowling about. I thought I heard puppies barking over at Hell Hall, the old abandoned DeVille place. By Jove, exclaimed the colonel. There's smoke coming from the chimney, and where there's smoke, there's fire. We'd better see what's up. Under the cover of darkness, Colonel and Tibbs stole up to the old house. Tibbs crawled through an open window and found himself in an old room full of little Dalmatians. Are you the 15 stolen puppies? He asked. No, we're bought and paid for, one of the puppies answered. All 84 of us.
All 99.
There's another bunch of little ones in the other room. They were watching TV. All 84 of us. There's a bunch of other little ones in the other room watching TV with the Badoon brothers. Watch out for those Badoons, warned one of the puppies. They're mean. Tibbs slipped quietly into the next room. There he saw a tall, thin man and a short, fat one, both with disagreeable faces. Tibbs was able to count 15 black and white spotted puppies scattered about the room.
Those black and white spotted puppies.
The kidnapped Dalmatians. He flashed the good news to the colonel through the open window. Back through the chain of dogs it traveled to the Great Dane in Hampstead. And the next evening in Regent's Park, Pongo and Perdita heard the message, and late that night they started their journey to Suffolk to rescue their children.
Rescue their stepchildren and...
Well, they don't know yet. It took them 2 nights of steady running, mile after snowy mile, since they dared not show themselves in daylight. Dogs along the way, who had been alerted by the twilight bark, gave them food, shelter, directions, and news of the puppies. At last, on a cold, frosty night, Pongo and Perdita found the colonel up to his neck in a snowdrift, keeping watch at the gates of Hell Hall.
More like hell.
They were just in time.
Not Hell Hall, but hell.
That's enough.
Land
They
of
were
hell.
just in time.
The Badoons had received orders from Cruella to kill all 99 Dalmatians that very night. 99 is what it says. 101 with mom and dad. 101. To kill all 99 Dalmatian puppies that very night. And the brothers were trying to capture the frightened puppies. They had chased them from room to room in the dark old house, but that clever cat Tibbs had led the puppies to safety every time, while leading the Badoons a merry chase. Now at last, the brothers had the whole kit and caboodle cornered in the Red Room. Escape was no longer possible. But at the very instant that one of the Badoons was saying, "Now we got 'em," two snarling furies crashed through the window and hurled themselves at the men.
To the door.
Perdita fastened her jaws on the club that was raised against her darlings. Pongo went after one of the Badoons, who was yelling, "I'll knock the spots off you, you mongrel!" The 99 puppies set up a racket.
What are you,
But-
spotted hyena?
The 99 puppies set up a racket, but
And
Tibbs
whined.
led them through the open window in a safe and orderly retreat to the old barn.
Up there go our birds.
The puppies and their parents had a happy reunion while the colonel stood guard outside, prepared to hold the Badoons at bay. "Are all 15 of you here?" asked Pongo. "Twice as many," said one of his puppies. "There are 99 of us now." Twice as many. Twice as many would be 30. He was like, doesn't know math. He's a kid, you know? It's funny.
No, he's a dog.
He's a kid dog. He's funny. And so they
He's
told,
a whoopee.
there are 99 of us now. And then he told how Cruella had brought up all the Dalmatians she could find because she wanted to make coats of them. "They were going to pop us off and skin us," said one of the pups. "Dog skin coats is what she was after." Perdita and Pongo were shocked, and they talked softly. And then Pongo announced, "We'll take you all home with us. Our pets would never turn you out." The colonel called out, "Better be off! Here they come!" So Pongo, Perdita, and
Pongo.
all the little Dalmatians, after thanking
That's
their
what
new
a
friends,
woman version of Pongo would be. Pongo.
set off on the snow-covered fields for a long trip home. Unfortunately, 101 dogs leave a lot of tracks in the snow. 404 paw prints to be exact, and Cruella, who had driven up from London expecting to collect her dog skins, and the Badoons in their van, would have very little trouble following Pongo and Perdita in their charges. Halfway to London, a jet black Labrador ran out of his village with good news for Pongo. There was a truck leaving for London with room for all of them. A ride home for everyone. "Did you hear that?" Pongo asked. "A ride home." Immediately, the cold and tired puppies were cheered up. The Labrador led them to a warm blacksmith's shop to wait until the truck was ready to leave. Just then, they heard the roar of a motor, and Cruella de Vil's red car drove slowly past, trailed by the van. They were following the dog's tracks and stopped near the blacksmith's shop. "Idiots!" Cruella screamed.
Guess what? Guess
"They've
what?
got to be near here somewhere. Find them!"
Wait, hold on. Find one with Jasper and Rose. Those are baboons. They're baboons.
Badoon, B-A-D-U.
No, baboons.
You're funny.
I call them baboons because they got red
Oh,
butt cheeks
Pongo.
from spankings.
"Oh, Pongo," said Perdita. "What shall we do?"
Word on them.
But one of their puppies accidentally found the answer. He fell into the blacksmith's ashes and in an instant became completely black. "Look," said Pongo, "he's a Labrador. Let's all do the same. Cruella is looking for Dalmatians."
Not
So-
Labradors.
You're getting food all over the place, baby. Can you slow
I
down?
know.
Take it easy.
So all the dogs rolled in the ashes, and then 101 sooty black Labradors marched out into the truck, right past Cruella's car and the van. I've always wanted to get good and dirty, giggled one of the pups. But just as the last of the pups were being helped into the truck by Pongo, some melting snow from the roof dropped onto it, washing off the soot and showing the white fur with black spots. There they go, screamed Cruella. My dogs! My coats! After the little mongrels! But the truck had started on its way to London with all the dogs safely inside. Cruella's red car sped after it with snow flying from its wheels. The van that held the brothers
hitting her face.
The van that held the brothers were directly behind her. Cruella tried to ram into the truck, but the driver yelled, "Crazy woman driver!" and then raced his truck across a narrow bridge well ahead of her. Cruella's car skidded wildly and the van crashed into it, and both of them flipped over into a ditch. The last
Turned into ice cream.
the cheering Dalmatians heard of Cruella was her furious voice floating up from the ditch. "You idiots! You fools! You imbeciles!" When the truck reached London, the Dalmatians headed straight for the house near Regent's Park.
That was
Nanny Cook opened the door to see what all the barking was about, and she was nearly knocked over by a wave of happy black dogs. Roger said, "Why, they're Labradors." But Anita recognized Perdita, then Pongo, and some of the pups. They cleaned them up as best as they could and counted them. 101, Roger exclaimed. "Pongo, you old rascal. We'll have to buy a bigger place in the country." "We'll have a plantation," Roger hummed. And then he sat down to the piano and sang, "We'll have a plantation, a Dalmatian plantation, where our population can roam." And they all joined in singing Roger's newest, silliest song. Look, here's behind the scenes,
Those are
the
real,
making of the movie.
Those are real dogs.
Those are the inspiration.
Wait a minute, Mom. There actually was a dog that had 101 pups.
No, but this is just the inspiration for the artists to draw a dog. Animals in Comedy, two of Disney
They're
Studios.
Mom, I would love to have one, wouldn't you?
They're kind of a pain in the ass.
No,
Two
I mean,
of
the
Disney
puppies, they're
Studios' strong
adorable.
points are combined in this sophisticated thriller about a dog napping case solved by dogs. Based on a successful British novel by Dodie Smith, the picture was released in 1961 after nearly 3 years in production, at a total cost of $4 million. It is possible that the 150 studio artists labored so long because of the unique nature of the characters. Dalmatians wear white coats with black spots, and, according to studio statistics, the creation of 101 of them enabled the laborious painting of a total of 6,469,952 spots. For those interested in the minutiae of the animation technique, Pongo, the leading canine character, wears 72 black spots, while Perdita, his mate, sports a coat with only 68. Each of the 99 puppies wear 32 spots.
Mom, guess what the pup we're gonna get next is after money passes? Guess.
No.
Yeah.
This film was the first to use a reproduction process known as xerography, in which the artist's drawing was transferred directly to the cells or the transparent overlays, and then from there directly to the film. The laborious hand inking of thousands of cells was therefore no longer necessary. One of the most impressive comic effects was the smoke emanating in the curls and clouds from the villainess Cruella de Vil's ever-present cigarette. Waved about in a slinky long holder, the cigarette created its own calligraphy of evil. The special effects technicians used so much smoke that if it were compressed in a single cloud, they estimated it would blanket a city of 100,000 souls. Rod Taylor, a rugged Australian actor, supplied the voice for Pongo, the picture's hero. A slightly higher tone of Ben Wright served for Roger, the human lead. Pat O'Malley was responsible for 4 of the character voices and a good deal of the authentic Cockney slang. Not surprising, in a picture dealing in part with a songwriter, the songs are clever and catchy. Playful Melody, Cruella de Vil, and Dalmatian Plantation are among the brightest.
Mom, Marcus asked, did anybody hear about Trump getting shot?
Yes. So, Trump was
Olivia
shot.
W., he was shot right in the ear. Like, okay, let me
I
show
think
you.
that one bystander is supposedly dead.
Whoa! They literally said he was shot, the shooter, and one other person is dead. Wait, can you turn this way a little?
President was speaking at a rally today, and he immediately, as the sounds of gunshots, President Trump appeared to have blood running down his face as he was escorted by the Secret Service. Trump was mid-speech when the incident occurred. Shot. And he had a terrible aim because, if he made the one shot to hit President's ear, he freaking had shot. He emptied the clip. So was he just going like this and just happened to hit it?
Wait, turn.
What?
I want to show them this here. This is what happened. Back.
Oh, Biden is grateful. Trump is safe, I'm sure. I think that this was, if you look at the footage of Trump getting shot, something about it is fishy to me. I don't know. I almost feel like, no. I almost feel like he wasn't really shot and it was one of those squibby things. I'm wrapping it up, darling. Ow. Scratched me.
And we had a big hit. And the two things like this.
Yeah, I can't believe that shit. Ow, baby, you pinched my toe. Under the stool slightly. Holy moly. Hey, Zay.
Mom?
Yep.
Can I use the tablet?
Look behind the scenes. Aristocats.
Hold on.
The rescuers behind the scenes. Pocahontas behind the scenes. Little Mermaid. Lion King. What? You could literally read The Lion King anytime you want. What? Look at these behind the scenes. Get out of town. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Farting into the fan. That's nastiness. Look at all these. This is my favorite part. You should read this. Please be careful. The book is fragile.
Get back here.
Get up there. Go. Stop. You are too hyped up in the house, babes. Come on.
I was gonna go outside.
No, you cannot. You cannot get so dirty.
Ow. Ow.
It only hurts if you pull away, Elliot. It won't hurt if you don't pull away. You really have to make this the most difficult possible scenario. Mm-hmm.
Only can anyone fit the XL version of the harness. He needs the XXL. Extra large. Bye, Mom. I will be chick.
The whole house just shakes. Where's my jewel? Dude, you knocked it off the... Elliot. No, it isn't. It was on the floor. It got knocked down because you're being wild. I don't know. It's just something fishy about it to me. Someone almost burnt our neighborhood to bits. Oh, I want to get the heck out of here, y'all. Oh, shit. Okay. Did you hurt your knees bad or anything?
No, my knees. First of all, I did drink the water. I did.
Uh-huh.
The tablet. Use
Hmm?
the tablet.
Yeah, you can use the tablet. Are you going to use it for something that's educational, informational, or going to stimulate your mind?
I was gonna do the DPM app. What?
That's an interesting app to be loaded up.
It was loaded up because when I pressed the cat,
Why are you clicking on stuff?
when I was looking at that expensive cat house, that's not what
I'm looking at.
I pressed that expensive cat house to see what it's on, and it's on Etsy, and we don't have Etsy, so I immediately turned it off. But I forgot to close it out. What?
Is this the one where you can edit video together? Yes, this is the one I want you to do. Scratch Junior. If you drink that, then you can have a nice cup. If you slurp that up into your nose, you will probably learn the lesson. Nah, you won't die. You'll just learn the lesson pretty quickly.
Hold this.
No, you can put that up there.
Can you hold it for a second?
No, you can put it up there. You can put it right up there.
No, but I'm going to be eating. You know.
I want you to make an edit. I want you to animate a video. Listen, here's the thing. This is what I need you to do. This is going to be this is going to count towards schoolwork. All right? Are you listening? I need you to make a video, an animation. The scene is woods outdoors, woodland environment. So something with trees and grass, maybe a pond or a waterscape of some kind. Your choice on the background, okay? The animation needs to have a hot air balloon that goes up into the sky and then goes down to the ground and a car driving by. Okay? Can you design that animation for me?
First, I need to find.
Are you listening? What'd I say? What did I ask you for? A scene, background with the woods, a hot air balloon going up and landing, and then a car driving by on screen. Okay? That's the animation that I want to see at the end. Here's your drink.
What the earth? Is that earth? What? Is that earth?
If you guys have never heard of the app called Code Carts for Kids, you should totally check it out. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna come on to my cell phone. So the tab. This is overheating.